All right, so I wanted to do a video on the areas around Victoria. So when you think of Greater Victoria, or if someone says, "Oh, I'm from Victoria," if you're not familiar or you don't live here, if you're new to Victoria, just kind of break down the municipalities and areas. So you can, if you're moving out here, you can decide which area is best suited for you, and just get an overall understanding of where different municipalities are in regards to another. I will say, coming from Calgary, it took a while to get used to for sure because a lot of cities just have the city. Then there's other municipalities, but they're when you leave the city. Whereas Victoria and Greater Victoria, they all kind of mesh into one another. You'll be driving in Saanich and then barely realize that you're in Oak Bay, or driving in Victoria and you crossed into Esquimalt or Oak Bay. And so yeah, I just want to break them down and show where the areas are. So assuming you just got off the ferry or the airport, the Schwartz Bay terminals here, and you drive down, there's North Saanich up here, or then there's Sydney, and that's its own municipality. Sydney is awesome. Sydney's got a lot of great homes and townhomes and condos, a lot of good restaurants, and there's some coffee shops there and a good bakery. There's a lot to do in Sydney. I like going up there and spending an afternoon. And then you have Central Saanich, and then Saanich, University of Victoria is right here. Gordon heads this area. So that's Saanich East, and then Saanich West. You have the kind of Gorge Tillicum area that's close to Esquimalt. And then you have Glanford area, and then the Mackenzie Ave goes from right by the university, and it kind of cuts across. So you're in Gordon Head here. If you were to drive down Beach Drive, you'd get to Oak Bay. Oak Bay is also its own municipality. And then you cross into Victoria right here. It's a great drive if you do Beach Drive. It goes all along the water all the way to the breakwater that's out here. So yeah, so you're in Victoria here. Victoria has the second most amount of population, second to Saanich. Saanich has the first. And then after Victoria, you go to Esquimalt. It's right here. There's a lot of good condo buildings in Esquimalt, a lot of good homes there as well. It's a beautiful area. But then you have View Royal. View Royal's a smaller area, and there's a lot of great homes. Every area's got its own charm, which is nice, and its own restaurants and coffee shops and grocery and everything stuff to do. So you're in View Royal here. There's View Royal by the water as well, and then it goes up across the highway by where the hospital is. That's Victoria General Hospital. And then the other hospital is the Jubilee Hospital, right in Jubilee area in Victoria. And then, so View Royal has a border with the Highlands, and Langford's here, Bear Mountain's here, and then Colwood. If you kept driving here, you'd go from View Royal to Colwood. Then there's Langford, then there's Metchosin and Souk. So if you kind of keep driving down here, you go through View Royal, Colwood, Langford to go through Metchosin and Souk. And it looks far on the map, but it's really not that far of a drive to get from, even Souk to where I am in Langford. It's about a 20-minute drive. And then, Langford down into Victoria is about 20-minute, 25-minute drive, depending on traffic. So it looks further than it is on the map, but there's a lot of great options for where to go. The highway takes you up here to Mill Bay. There's also the ferry, Brentwood Bay, that takes you over to Mill Bay. So lots of options on how to get around. And I'm going to be making more videos and going in depth in the areas itself and looking at the maps and what kind of schools are there, what kind of, grocery stores, restaurants, things to do, where certain, pockets of housing is. So we're gonna do that soon. I'll be posting those soon, but here's just kind of a breakdown of the different municipalities that make up Greater Victoria.